morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the Cafe Brew on a beautiful Monday morning.
Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to you. You know what's happening.
What's happening?
You know what's happening.
What's happening?
Stores are opening up. Everybody's getting back to work. Did you see how quickly the unemployment, whatever the hell you want to call it, took off? People are like ecstatic. The market say, hey, look, people are working. People can actually work.
That's interesting. So you can go on unemployment while you're temporarily not working at a job and then go back to your job?
Yes. I'm going to give you even more.
No, I'm serious. Is that
So am I.
That's a thing?
I'm going to give you even more bizarre. You want to see the bizarre? The Senate is talking about giving $2,000 a month to an individual, up to $10,000 a month per family with children per month.
What are the...
There ain't no ifs. This is like the stimulus of the stimulus.
For how long?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes. I mean, there was so much to talk about today.
Interesting.
There was a lot of wackiness going on.
It's funny because someone said to me, my hairdresser, she said, you know, her son had applied for unemployment because he's a college student and they're not hiring back right now. But she had mentioned to me that a lot of hairdressers and people that were closed temporarily could apply for unemployment.
Yep.
And I didn't realize, but I guess if I actually thought about it, you can apply for unemployment because you never know when you're going to get hired again.
Well, I'm going to give you...
you get your job back.
I know somebody who's on unemployment, getting his unemployment. He's getting the $600 stimulus of unemployment. You know about that money, right? So now he's making $850, and then he's working part-time. He's making more money now than he's ever made at his job.
Because someone said to me that I should have applied for unemployment. And I said, but I wasn't unemployed. Well, theoretically, I wasn't unemployed. We came to work every day. But I didn't realize it was a thing. But I guess it's a thing.
And there are many, many out there. This is not making fun of the fact that many
not
people
all.
out there are
Things
not
I
working.
just didn't realize.
And people are not eating it. We get that. We're making fun of the fact that the system has so many loopholes, it trips over itself.
But I'm kind of glad about the loopholes because the more I realized all this, not the stimulus money, the small business money, that if you're a hairdresser or you're a nail salon or you're an independent contractor without payroll or payroll tax, you did not qualify. Even if you had a business or an LLC or an S Corp, you don't qualify for this money. So unless you got that idle money, which was $1,000 per employee, there was no money left to be had. So you know what? Maybe the unemployment was that gap that we were unaware of. At least I was unaware of.
You're too complicated. The bottom line is... Some get it.
The bottom line is there's money. The bottom line is there's money out there. I actually got an email this morning about SBA that I wanted to complete my application.
Yeah, because all of a sudden
there's money.
All of a sudden they're reading them. You know, there were so many applications they didn't know what to do with themselves. Now I heard that the unemployment in Florida was down again. Hopefully it opens up again at 8 o'clock this morning. I guess we'll find out if that's working. But anyway, I got some other news.
This is good. Thank you.
I only make good coffee.
Wow, that's wow.
That's because...
Happy Monday, my cousin
What's up, Mr. My cousin Vinny?
Yeah, not much. How you guys been?
I like it when you walk in with a smile. Oh, that's your mask.
Smiling too under here.
The magical man of my cousin Vinny. Now, there's a few things I wanted to touch on.
Yeah.
One is, did you hear the latest and the greatest at Minneapolis, coming out of Minneapolis? They want to defund the police precinct. No more police precinct.
Really?
I guess they're going to police by committee. I have no idea of what that means.
I think of, all those TV shows that have precincts with cops in them. How are they going to defund it?
They're going to get rid of the police force as you know it. They're going to try something new. Now, I did some research and some studies that this was attempted once before. It did not work.
Why is that? Is that because of all
Because
the guys that left?
the criminals became the sheriffs in the town, and they had to go back to the system. I think it's an outcry as to what's going on, and everybody's sort of standing around watching to see what these words mean. But they have a board and what have you. The mayor disagreed with it, so they're in a tussle.
Let's give our crew some mics also. They don't
Hand
have,
'em out.
I know Slick's in another room and Teddy's in here, but they can certainly have mics and we can put someone over here. And
We can ask them how
it's
they
nice
feel.
to be back in our studio. It's been a long
Well,
time.
we went, I put new batteries in all of them. And there is no new. We went over there and over there because we wanted to have more distance.
And we still will, but it's kind of nice. I miss the artwork in here.
Now,
I miss
y-
the feel.
You know, the kids can also sit in the other studios out there and they could put the cameras on there. We got cameras all over this freaking
Absolutely.
place if they want to do that. But the funding of police sort of, I sort of scratch my head and sort of wonder how the hell, does anybody have any ideas of how the hell they're going to do this?
This is going to be our new meme, Freddie. I wonder.
I scratch my
I
head.
scratch my head and wonder.
No, I scratch my head. I have anyway. And do you know what this means? Do you understand what's going on with the funding the precincts in Minneapolis?
Now, there's a lot of things I don't understand, but I am so not into football. However, I saw the commissioner came out with a statement that, Slick, are you listening to this? Oh, that he was wrong.
Yes.
I kind of wanted Slick to hear this because we talked about this on Friday about Kaepernick and taking a knee, and he came out and said he was wrong.
Well, I
What do you
gotta.
think?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Yesterday morning I called my son Freddie, and he didn't pick up the phone. So I texted him an apology, and I'm gonna do it on the air. And I said to him that I would do it on the air. I want to apologize, Freddie. Freddie, Linda, were down at Valerie's house, and his dad was sitting in the living room, and the whole incident came up. And I was just like Drew Brees. I was saying, you know, you don't step on my flag. You want to protest, do it before, after, do it in the tunnel, just don't do it on the field. And he was trying to explain to me what he was feeling and the reason why I had nothing to do with the flag. I had the right to and nothing to do with the flag. And I didn't listen, and Valerie's father didn't listen. And we came down heavy on
Who said
Freddie.
it? Oh, Freddie said it.
Freddie. So I want to publicly apologize to my son because you were correct. And I was wrong. And if I offended anybody because of my short-sightedness, for lack of a better word, because sometimes your first reaction about anything like the flag, anything about the country, you know, my family is a military family, just like Drew Brees talked about his military and all
He
that.
apologized also.
And he did. And he took a step back because somebody educated him as to this had nothing to do. Now the radio stations are all blasting it out, saying, had nothing to do with the flag. But back then, when it was going down, they wanted you to feel the pain of what this gentleman was going through. So I have to say that Goodell did the right thing, and he took a step back. And I heard that the owners actually backed him on this thing. Now, will the gentleman get a job in the NFL?
I was wondering.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to ask Slick and some of the
Do you have
guys.
headphones on, Teddy?
Can
Can
he's
you hear us?
the
I
quarter.
want you to weigh in on this conversation because you talked about it with us last week.
I mean, the quarterback was he was an average quarterback. I think he's a great backup. I don't think he's a starter. But is that going to be now biased based on when everything?
Well, I was thinking this morning when I heard it, I'm wondering if he's been in training this whole time, Kaepernick.
Well, he held,
And coming back, it's been what, 2016?
yes, but he held a workout. And then he changed the workout because he didn't like the way the NFL was perceiving it. So when he changed it at the last second, nobody went. But the bottom line here is that I want it to be based on his ability to and not do, not on his ability of what happened. And we'll see the first team that has the guts to say, you know, come on down, you can help us. I mean, that's really not what the bottom line is. But I did make the public apology. I wanted my son to hear that. I haven't spoken to him since. I'm sure I'll hear from him today because he watches. You know, and it takes a man to man up and say I was wrong. But now Colin's going to have to say I understand and move on. And he's going to have to swallow hard and say, okay, let's move on. And that's hard. You know, it's two sides to every conversation. What he has to do now, if everybody's apologizing to him, if everybody's apologizing to the community, is do we now communicate?
Well, here's what I don't understand. I'd love to get your guys' impression on this also. One person says it's wrong, right? So the commissioner says, we agree. and then everyone supports or disagrees. Then he comes back and says, we disagree, we were wrong, and then it changes the mindset. The president, whatever he says, some people like what he says, some don't. He tweets, they don't. Why can't we just come to a conversation of agreeing to disagree? I had this conversation with Slick this morning. Different people have different opinions. It doesn't mean because you are the chairman of the board, your opinion is right.
Well, because
So,
the
but
pre-
all that does is push more weight on other people to say, and then causes fighting and infrastructure problems. And why? Because he gets paid more and he's got a bigger job? I'm not saying he's right, and I'm not saying
Are you
it's him.
talking
I
about
mean,
Gazelle? Are you talking
just
about
in
Gazelle
general.
or the president?
Just in general, those in a higher authority can say one thing and it's okay. I mean, we're even seeing it come down with the state's attorney in Broward County. One person was fired, another one wasn't. When they disagreed, they said, we can't trust the police department, and that's okay, but someone else said something else and they get fired. What's coming down? Like, how is this even possible? Who is mandating and saying, okay, you know, it's okay for you to say that, but not that, and you keep your job, but you can't say that and you don't keep your job? The state's attorney in Broward County, they have to work with the police department. They're the prosecutors. And this whole thing is just upside down. Who's making these decisions to keep and not keep and say and not say?
Well, the higher you go on the totem pole, the more lies you affect. If the president
Does
decides,
this make any sense?
if the president,
No, but I'm saying, she's shaking her head yes, but I know it's not making sense.
the president is in charge of coinage. Did you know that? If you read the Constitution.
Coinage?
Yes,
As far as
he makes
currency?
money.
Okay.
So the president can print as much money as he wants. That is part of his constitutional deal.
Yeah. Okay.
How it's spent is the Congress's deal. So you print and then spend, two different divisions. When the president says something, because his life affects so many people, his weight is going to be heavier than anybody else. So when he said, can we inject some of this Clorox stuff, he didn't mean it that way, but it was taken that way, and 3 people died in Texas because they injected themselves with Clorox.
And they gave it to their fish or something, right?
Well, I mean, the bottom line, yes, that fish thing as well, the thing that cleans the fish tanks. But the bottom line here is that higher you are in terms of respect, the more weight you're going to carry. This is why it's been 3 years that the commissioner of football had an opportunity to come back and say, I'm sorry. It took 3 years. It took rioting, apparently. Apparently, I'm not going to say it's because I don't have a right to say that, but apparently it took riots in the streets for people to say that there is injustice. Barr yesterday was on Face the Nation. Did you see that? And you know who Barr is, right? He's the secretary of...
All I know is that Chuck was screaming.
But did you hear what he said? They said to him, why would you authorize the use of pepper spray, which is an irritant and something else? And he says, it's not an irritant. It's just something else. And she says, you're telling me pepper spray isn't an irritant? He says, no. It's a chemical. And everybody's up in arms now because why are you trying to justify logic to an illogical move? You justify an irritant to spread the crowd, to move them back, yada, yada, yada. We didn't do that. They came at us and we had to defend ourselves. And this is a man who's high on the totem pole. So what he says
Teddy, what
counts,
you and
no?
I talked about how many weeks ago, right? All of a sudden, once you said the other day that it was released that they saw that these people had been hired, ever notice suddenly now everything's peaceful? This weekend has been peaceful protesting, as it should be. People are just standing up for their rights, but it's not violent. Because why? Those 54 were identified that, oh, yeah, you know what? Someone came in and they manipulated the system,
Are you talking about the 54 cops that retired from the...
right? We talked about
Yeah.
this.
Well, the cops retired, and also they found that so many of the people inciting the violence were hired by like white supremacist groups. So a lot of them got discouraged, and they started putting undercover cops inside the protest, which is what we were talking about last time.
Now, the funny thing is that the police officers in Buffalo that pushed that 75-year-old gentleman who ended up in the hospital, they suspended the 2 that did the pushing. The other 57 or 54 of the group, they resigned from the group, but they didn't resign from the police force. Okay? So when they printed it in the media, they resigned. Somebody came out and said they didn't resign the police force. They resigned from the organization of riot control because you have to sign up for that. It's extra money. Who the hell wants to be in riot control anyway? But so it's very ingenious the way the media printed it out because they didn't want to have the rioting because of it.
It's interesting. I'd love to know what the crew did over the weekend. What are you guys thinking? What happened over your weekend? Besides, I hope Teddy had some time off. I know Valerie, we had her working all weekend. I don't think you were working this weekend, were you?
No, I took time off. I honestly slept so much this
You
weekend.
had to. We had you guys running like crazy. And this week, it's already starting today.
Great.
What'd you do?
I took the weekend off. On Saturday, I went golfing with my boyfriend and some of his friends, and my niece and I had just a movie night. And then yesterday, same thing. I went to the archery range, and then we had another movie night. It was really nice and relaxing with all the insanity going on.
And you finding people social distancing, wearing masks, anything?
I wish I found more people doing that. I mean, I know at the golf course, everyone's really far apart, but it wasn't that strictly enforced that you were wearing a mask, and I wish it was more. But at the same time, I understand that like everyone's very far apart. You all had to ride in different carts, unless you live together or something. But people are always going to try and break rules when they can.
I didn't know you play golf.
I've just started,
Ah.
like literally 2 weeks ago.
How was it? Good?
Yeah, it was really fun. It's a lot more fun than I remember as a kid.
Golf, archery.
Yeah.
She does it all, man.
I took a page out of your book. I made an appointment to go to the shooting gallery.
Nice.
Did you go?
I didn't go because I'm going to tell you something. I'm upset about this too. Go to Publix, nobody's wearing masks.
Yeah.
I says, really? Seriously? So I left Publix. Shooting gallery, went up there, nobody's wearing masks. Really? Gotta go. I'll come back when there's nobody here. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Where are you at? Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was in Target the other day because I was going food shopping, and there were people talking to Target employees with their masks pulled down below their noses. There were people with it around their chins. People, once they walk through the front door and they get checked, people take them off right away. It's really awful.
I don't get it. And look, they gave me a new
Because
mask.
it's not mandated.
Yeah, but neither's the virus.
Valerie, what's up with how was your weekend? What are you thinking?
We picked up my brother.
Oh, that's right. Your brother just came in.
Yeah, he flew in from South Carolina on Saturday night, and we picked him up from the airport. We walked in the airport, and it was dead. The airport was completely dead. And there were people wearing masks all around that were in the airport. And can you hear me?
No? I hear you, but I don't know if anybody else hears you.
Is it going up and down the unit? Yeah.
You went to the airport, no one was there.
No, there was no one there.
Better.
Well, there were people there, but they were wearing masks. And then yesterday, we went to an RC track. My boyfriend's really into that. And there were people wearing masks there. There's a lot of people there. It's little RC remote control cars.
I like those. Are those the ones that destroy one another? Or these are the ones that race?
Race.
Are they big?
No, they're
Like
Yeah.
toy cars?
Like electronic, not toy. Not a toy. These are expensive.
yes.
Ain't no toy.
Remotes are. His brother has a $300 remote. He's got a $400 remote. The cars themselves could cost up to $1,000.
Wow.
Do you
an
know that they
expensive
have
hobby.
remote airplane races?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They do airplanes.
That's what I want.
My grandpa was actually in airplanes, but they do boats, trucks, cars, F1 cars, the whole nine.
That's what I like.
GTR cars.
So we had to order a lot of new equipment because we're changing a lot of things, new sets, new cameras, tripods, lights. And after I order all this equipment, Teddy, you don't even want to know, at the end of the day, I get an email. There's a drone on
There's
sale.
another one.
And it was a really good price for that drone. And
The
all I could do
drone
was
is
laugh.
half price.
And all I could do was laugh after I just
You
put.
didn't get me
I
the
did
drone?
not. I did not buy the drone. All I could do was think of
Has
Teddy
a camera on it.
with the drone.
It's a $400 drone, Teddy, for $150.
Yeah, but it makes me think like, is it going to work, or is it going to be like that mic we got back there that sits in a box and no one uses it because it doesn't work right?
Of course it works. If it doesn't work, we send it back, but it works. Trust me, it works.
Slick, you want to deal with this a drone?
Hey, Slicky, we can get a drone.
I think Slick's a little upset. I'd like to have him chime in.
I don't know. Slick was working on
He
something.
had a situation occur, and I wanted to talk about it.
Where is Slick?
He's sitting out there. He's
Hey,
doing
Slick,
some
where are
editing.
you?
A4.
Well,
Because what I'm realizing.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, they're backwards.
what else is new?
What
How you
I'm
guys doing?
realizing is, Slick, and which we were talking about this morning, whereas we might wear masks when we go to do things, not everyone is wearing a mask. And you saw University of Alabama, the football players
I did not.
tested positive
He
from
did?
protesting,
Really?
but asymptomatic. So what's happening? People are, and they said they were protected. They had masks on and they were trying to social distance. They still tested positive. I guess they're testing them because they're football players and random testing. They feel fine. But as we get out there, and I was talking to Slick earlier, and you expose yourself, we can't make everyone wear a mask. So Slick, what are you thinking? You went out and you did a gig last week.
I feel as though there's like two types of people, just like on the riots. There's people that feel that they shouldn't wear masks because, you know, it's an inconvenience or I don't know if it cramps their style. And then there's the others that are actually looking out, not just for themselves, but for the people that they be around on a daily basis, like my mom, you guys, and I would say my brothers. Yeah, I would say my brothers. But I like to keep safe and not pass on pathogens, but there's other people that feel like they're invincible.
And it's not mandated. So what do? All I can say, Chelsea was actually walking her dog last week, and she said, and two girls rolled down the window. She had a mask on. And she said they shamed her into wearing a mask. She called it mask shaming. They were teasing her like, are you really wearing a mask walking your dog as they drove by? No, this is the middle of Fort Lauderdale. While all of this was happening, she lives very close to that. And she said, I can't believe I'm being shamed for wearing a mask. That's a whole other form of bullying I got to talk to Jay and Janine about. But this is insane. I know, I'd leave you speechless, right?
No, I'm just
Isn't it-
thinking about what clever thing to say. I said, listen, when my dog takes a poop, would you get out the car and pick it up for me? I mean, you're so concerned about my life.
But you go out and you do things. You saw my parents went to a restaurant last night. That's that outside, right? My
I
parents,
saw
of
that.
all the people aren't going to
But
restaurants.
she didn't have a mask.
And she didn't have, well, she was drinking.
Well, she got to get a mask with a straw.
She was drinking. But you think about not everyone is going to be doing what they probably should be doing, but they probably feel they shouldn't be doing it. So all because we think they should, and the numbers are going up, the cases are going up. This is where we're at right now. And,
Well, the cases are going up because there's more testing being done.
and there's more
So
exposure.
that's what they're saying. But the exposure is another problem. And I had an interesting conversation with Slicker. He tells me in Broward County, some people down there think that this is over. It never happened. It's gone. Don't worry about it.
The beaches are open.
The
Being that
beaches,
the beaches
are
are-
open.
uh-huh.
And like a lot of stuff's getting open. A lot of people feel like it's over.
It's a false sense of security.
I went to Chelsea's yesterday. Traffic down Sunrise Boulevard, and it was a Sunday, you would have never thought anything was closed.
No, I understand that. And the problem we're having is that, well, you know, it also depends on where you're at. In the closed quarters, like we have here at studio, you know, we've gone to a different phase where we're taking temperature readings and stuff like that. And if somebody comes in and they're running a fever, they're going home.
I feel like Men in Black when I did that too this morning. It was like, remember go to Disney World, you do the Men in Black ride and you're shooting the lasers? That's what I felt like.
Well, that's okay. I mean, and feel whatever you feel. But when you take the temperatures, you got to wear a mask, by the way, because if you run into somebody that has a temperature, you want to be protected, right?
Okay.
And you want to do the best you can under the certain circumstances that we are. And it goes for everybody. You know, this is far from over. I wish people understood that. I saw some of the crowds that were all on top of each other. My hometown, New York City, is opening up today. Everything's open. They got into a phase, but I worry. I worry that we are losing sight once again to what got us in the soup.
But here's what I'm hoping. If the hospitalizations and the death rate stays down, people get sick. People get colds, people get flu, people recover, people heal. There are viruses and there will always be. But it's the hospitalizations and the death rate, that's what's so concerning. But if people are going to heal from it, then they'll heal from it and we can continue to grow and do.
Well, if you got the flu, you know, Teddy comes in, she has the flu. I'm going to send her home.
Of course.
because I don't want the flu.
But it's not as a panic situation. If Teddy says, I don't feel, she was sick back in December. I was really sick back in November. I stayed home. You stay home. But no one was concerned that they were going to, God forbid, pass away from it. They knew we would all get better.
Well, the other thing is that it seems to affect the senior population more than the younger population, but there have been some deaths on both sides,
Sure.
but not as many. 80% of the senior population, and Florida being a senior state, there's a lot of things that we're gonna have to take precautions for. All I'm saying is, if you got a mask, wear it, wash your hands when you can. And businesses are opening, we want to get the economy going, we want to get people, the kids back to work, we get it. Just be a little careful doing it.
Let's go to commercial break. When I come back, we got a lot of positive things happening this
Now,
week.
I got something
So
for you.
I want to come back and I want to talk about all the new things we've got going on here in the theater, in the studio, in the art gallery, all of these things that are so exciting.
Did you hear?
As we go into June, I only heard a little bit. I talked to you a little bit yesterday. I said, let's go to commercial break. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Let us know what's exciting going on
Studio
in your area.
A.
Ask for Studio
Studio
A.
A, ask for Studio B, you won't get us.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Studio A.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Dutch Designs and Events is a unique business providing an extensive range of beautiful floral arrangements. They have the power to bring your event or special occasion to life. Dutch Designs are available for any event or to open your business with a smile. All flowers are grown with organic compounds that enhance their fragrance and beauty. Call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126 or visit their website at dutchdesignseventplanning.com. Again, call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Ladies and gentlemen, the phone number is not 888-565-1470. If you call that number, you got the radio station.
994. Yes, 4995.
What's the number?
888-994-4995, and then ask for Studio A.
Hit the number 1 for Studio A, and then we'll put you on the board. That other number belongs to the radio station.
But I'm excited. The Cafe Press is going out this morning, and you had a really, really busy day yesterday here at the studio. I didn't come in, but you have some big news.
We are going to start a couple of, where do you want to start with the?
Pick one. There's a lot of great things happening as we move into summer. And you and I always do the craziest growth in summer. And we're very fortunate that we have new clients coming forward and new people and new ideas and new businesses, even bigger than ever. Actually, we have to call the hotel too. They want to work with us a little bit.
I thought he was coming last week.
I got to call him back.
We have works of art that take place on the set, different parts of the studio, different parts of the theater, depending on where you are. And we are going to open up the Cafe Gallery, where we are going to have different artists actually bring in their arts, and we're going to do highlight shows and interviews and things of that nature. We're going to go down that lane. I got contacted by a gentleman from New York City after I made the announcement, and he has some interesting art. It's all done in pencil as well, like Jay's not as good as Jay, but and he wants to send it to us to hang it in the walls and everything else. So we're very excited about that. We're going to try to finish that off with Amy today.
I want to see how we can spotlight some of these pieces, because unless it's on set and you don't see these spectacular pieces in the studio, so maybe you guys bring a camera in, Teddy or Valerie, whoever has video camera, Slick, we take some film of the wall and put a piece together.
We have camera 3, we can put it right behind me. I just need a tripod. You can go on any piece you want. You can take camera 3 over there. Yep, but you can take it out there as well.
Or I could slide over there.
Well, I can put a camera right on the art, and then you can highlight it, like when Teddy did her art pieces, and we could put it right into the boxes. Same thing out there. But it's going to be interesting because we always wanted to do something with the arts, and now, and it's going to be accompanied by flowers by
Patricia Dutch. She'll be
Patricia
here later
Dutch.
today to bring some more flowers.
And they also have a lot of the, what do you call those? The apple.
Sculptures.
Sculptures. That are going to be accompanying it as well. But we have a few exciting things. You see that I posted. Remember the show, The Life of the Rich and Famous?
Yes.
You were too young.
I was going to say they're too young. I don't remember, with Robin Leach.
Robin
The
Leach.
Lifestyles.
This is
The
Robin
rich
Leach.
and famous.
The lifestyles of CEOs that own the country.
And it's about a lifestyle. It's not about buying a house. It's the lifestyle that you're looking at.
Because at that stage, when you're buying those homes, it is a lifestyle. Now, have you guys ever been inside a $10 million mansion?
Nope.
Well, guess what? We're going to be doing shows in our $10 million mansions. We're going to be doing shows
Did
with
you
them.
talk to her again?
No, she's coming
She's
today,
coming
too.
today to meet, yep.
And we're going to see if we can put that together. I'm really excited about that. And then we are going to open up the umbrella and get our Latino station community even bigger. We're opening up the Latino Television Network. And we have some new players coming in to Fuego, and some other Spanish, like Atrévete and things of that nature, are going to be put underneath that banner.
She's so funny, Maria Cuna.
Maria Cuna. She actually likes something, and then the next day she says, I didn't say that. This is your voice. She said, I said that? Why did I say that? She's
But
hilarious.
there's a lot of new exciting things coming around. The art, new shows. Marnie wants to increase with the podcast, shoot different content. She wants to do a couple things.
Yeah, we're going to create the podcast studio. And it's funny because Teddy always wanted to do it in the loft.
I've got another kid segment coming in today. I didn't get to tell you.
Well, I wanted to ask you about
She's
that.
coming
I
in
wanted to
today to be on our show.
more
Veggie
with
Vera,
kids.
Veronica is going to be joining us, talking about doing another kid segment. Online camp is open, how to work with your kids, and I want to talk to her about how we're going to bring this forward also.
And I'm going to talk to Ken right after the show, see if I can get some of these elements played on that super show that he has going, the love show that he has going. And
Oh, that's what I wanted to mention.
yes.
Patricia Dutch, who does such spectacular flowers, events, designs, flowers for you. Every week, Kenny Love of the Florida Love Show, he buys about 6 dozen roses. He was when the guests were here. Now he buys 2 dozen, and then I think he gives 2 dozen out to the grocery store. And they're beautiful. And the kids, Teddy and Valerie, he gave them each a dozen roses on Friday. But instead of him now going to the local grocery store, Patricia is delivering 100 roses here every Friday, and he is going to give them out.
How come
so
I didn't
it is
get-
supporting local.
How come I didn't get a rose? I don't get it. I didn't get no roses.
You're just a big mush ball, he says.
Yeah, but
Freddie.
I like
he
a
goes,
rose.
What he call you, like a love mush ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still no rose.
You like Kenny Love, though. You know, we're going to get you a little boutonniere. We're going to put it in your shirt like a
little
pin.
what?
Boutonniere.
Boutonniere. That's a flower, isn't it?
Yes, that would be a rose, a flower.
No, I don't want to. I don't want a boutonniere. I would like to receive flowers. What is it? You can get flowers and I can't.
You want like a dozen flowers,
I
not
want it
just a
at my feet.
boutonniere.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, Father's Day's coming.
Oh, so let me get this right. Like my mother used to say, don't wait until I die to take me flowers. I gotta wait for a day, an occasion.
I'll ask Patricia to bring you some flowers.
Man, I would like to someday walk in and somebody says, "Here, this is because you're so wonderful."
What's your favorite flower?
You know what it is.
The black rose.
The black rose.
It's such an interesting flower, right? Such an interesting color.
Now, you want to hear interesting? I got something
Yes,
for you.
I got big news. I got another thing. Yeah.
Give me the thing.
We got a notification yesterday on a film contest.
Yeah, I saw
And they
that.
are looking for Teddy Unscripted.
Really?
They said, Teddy Unscripted, we think you might find this interesting, so I sent it to her.
Are you ready? 8 minutes nonstop. Can we do it? You do it every day.
We got a message, and I sent it to her. She goes, oh, what do you want me to do with this? I said, well, it was sent for you, which I think is exciting. But it's an open festival, right? So you can try it. A lot of our crew can try it. They can collaborate. I don't know if there's a limit on pieces, but
It says eight minutes
But just to let you know
nonstop,
that
no
you
cuts,
have,
no editing.
You have gotten noticed because this came for you. So I just want you to know that
Wow, Teddy.
whoever opens it up and tries it within our crew, I think is great. But it was tagged for Teddy Unscripted.
Teddy
so way to
Unscripted.
go. Nice job.
Interesting. You ready?
Very,
to,
very nice.
You ready to do? Can you imagine if you win that thing?
I
Then
was
you gotta go to
thinking that.
Miami because they put you in the whole. I mean, the whole
Good, Mike.
shebang.
What did it talk about? Can it be on anything?
It could be on anything.
Yeah, I believe it was just an 8mm film, no cuts, no hidden cuts, no editing. The only editing you can do is like color correction, little things, and yeah.
They
So
want
how do
low,
you do it if
They
the-
want lower thirds added in.
No editing.
No, they want it when you like we
Oh,
do here,
yeah.
lower thirds. I'm wondering if this kind of film work would be admissible.
I don't know.
Remix, the MP4.
I don't know.
We gotta look
So
into this.
it's just an 8-minute film of continuous film with no editing?
Yep.
So how
Correct.
does that lend itself to creativity?
I think it's the forced creativity of you have to be really creative with your camera angles, because if you're doing something with 2 people, it's going to be boring to have just a front-on camera view. So they want to see the creativity in the camera angles and how you keep the scene interesting for a whole, because 8 minutes is a long time.
That means
to
the
do a
scene
film.
has to move to the camera.
Yes.
And you can
Otherwise-
use multiple cameras?
No.
No, one camera.
One
camera.
camera, continuous shot. You can't switch between no cuts, no nothing.
Do you have ideas on how to do that? I'm thinking all the editing and cuts that you guys do. How would you do
Yeah.
that?
Just like you're doing right now.
Yeah, but there's nothing creative about that.
Well, you have to. She
Yeah.
has to bring the crowd to the camera. You see, the unique thing about what they're doing is normally the camera goes to the crowd.
Yeah.
You see the riots and you take the camera. They want the riots to come to the camera. You're gonna have to bring everything in through the whole set,
Yep.
and which is spectacular.
I'm really excited to see what you create or what anyone creates. And just
Me
the fact
too.
that you're getting noticed, and this came in late last night, I was like, wow, I don't understand how sometimes I interact as different pages we have. I don't know where that comes from. But this said, I think Teddy Unscripted might find this interesting.
Well, Teddy, I
thought,
want you to
wow.
think about this. Not to tell you what to do or anything, but you have the availability of having multiple sets, right?
I do.
So you can switch the camera over to, like they do on Saturday Night Live, and you do a commercial spot for the community, PSA. And then you take that camera, you swing it around, and there's your next set. And what you do is you just interlude what you have around you. And I think, I mean, you can do 5 different subject matters under a certain time frame, hit the clock at 7:58, and you're done. I'm gonna tell you something. I think you can win it.
We'll see.
I think it was really exciting, right? That was fantastic. I was so excited to see that, and I was even more. I loved your response. What do you want me to do with this?
Well, and you just think about it, and if you put some ideas, you can put it together, and you can use your. 2020 becomes part of that whole thing. You got a lot of bits and pieces. It's how to capture it.
I think it's going to be really interesting because I think a lot of people are going to do political topics, and I think it's going to be really cool to see what everyone does. And I hope other people from, other producers do it.
We have
I
to
think it'll be really
share
cool.
with them.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Let me send that in the group chat right now, actually.
The funny thing is that it doesn't. It's like when my son played college ball, and he called me from Massachusetts, and he says, "But I'm not playing." I says, "Are you on that field?" "Yes." I said, "I want you to put your toe in the field." "Yes." He says, "There you go. You were invited."
You were
And being
invited,
invited
yeah.
is
You
the
have been
game.
invited. I think I would love nothing more than one of our crew to win something like that, or to do it collaboratively. Are there limits on how many submissions you can do?
Didn't see anything of that, so I don't believe so.
So
I don't want to
think
say
that would be
100%.
kind of cool also, if you each did one and then you did an overall kind of come together as a collaboration. I would love for one of them to win something from here. It would just be, you know what, you guys worked so hard. What a great recognition
Well,
piece.
I think that they're being recognized to do this. Like, congratulations to Teddy. Congratulations to the whole house. But I think just being invited in itself is an accomplishment. You remember when we started, the Teddy Unscripted was something we made in here.
And that was during COVID.
Yeah. I used
That
to
came
have
up
to
out
try
of
and set up
COVID.
my studio room in my house.
It's being recognized. And the recognition sometimes is the pat on the back. Doesn't matter whether you win, it matters that you play, and that's the name of the game. Now, I have something for you. I'm a little tired because I came in from Colorado, the Rockies.
Did you fly?
No.
Oh, did you find the treasure?
I went out to the treasure map, baby. 10 years. Did you see this? 10 years this guy buried this treasure in the Colorado Rockies. And he put out a poem. And that guy finally found it after 10 years. Over $1 million in jewelry, coins, and everything else.
Can you imagine having this treasure buried and you know where it is? How do you sleep at night not wondering who's going to find it? Is someone going to steal it? Where's it going to be? But apparently, I guess this gentleman had peace of mind. And it was just a game?
Well, he said, they asked him, "Can you tell me where it is?" The newscaster. And he says, "I was told that if you tell two people the truth, the only way you're ever going to find out is from one person because the other one's dead," or something like that. So no, he wasn't letting anybody. Now, I'm going to tell you something. 9 years ago, I had a show called The Freddie Fixer Show with my son. 9 years ago, I buried a $100 bill in Boca. 9 years ago. And I forgot all about it until I saw this morning. That $100 bill is still buried in Boca.
Buried in the ground?
I'm not going to tell you where. And I put on a hunt for people to find it. And I forgot all about it.
Do you remember where you put it?
Yeah. I went to see it yesterday.
Is it still there?
Yes. It's still there.
So you should do it. Put out a poem or a hunt for it.
I need it now.
I was going to say, or go back and get it.
Now I need it to
Put
go.
it towards your new piece of equipment that
But
you're saving for.
Yeah, but that's funny. I forgot all about it. I
You're
forgot
hilarious.
about that. And
How does your mind work? It's so scary.
I don't know, it works backwards. But I thought that was kind of fun.
That's crazy. See what my cousin Vinny's working on? I don't know. But a lot of things going on this week, which I'm really excited about. New shows, new ideas, new concepts coming out. And I guess the biggest form of flattery are when those copy you.
Yeah,
I guess that's what that is, right?
It doesn't bother me anymore. It used to bother me at one time. It doesn't bother anymore.
But I love that the ladies are going to be taking on Fuego. Who's coming in today? Sylvia?
Sylvia and the quiet one.
Claudia.
And Claudia. I labeled her the whisperer, the
She's-
Spanish whisperer.
Sylvia and Claudia, and some other phone calls. I see Danielle Bourgeon. The House of Bourgeon is now going to be represented by the Brooklyn Cafe Show and Ant Media Productions.
You know, the House of Boujan, I'm going to end up messing that up. You know that, right?
It's so
You know that.
sexy, though, isn't it?
Well, she put in a call for cast call.
Casting call.
Every guy in the world wants to be in it. And no, Jeff, you cannot. Because you got to wear a bikini.
Jeff
and if
Greenberg.
you think, I'm going to watch you in a bikini, out of your mind. Oh, Flash, we got to be at Jeff's on Friday.
Okay.
He has his grand opening. Why are you looking at me like Bambi in the headlights?
What time?
Well, we got to call him today because we got to organize this and we got to put a kit. We got to go over there and we got to see if it's doable. I promised him a grand opening midday show over there, so we're gonna have to go over there.
Midday show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, midday show. We won't do a morning show there. May not do the morning show at all. Maybe we do a tape show. But he's opening promo stuff for you. He listened to our advice, and instead of retreating backwards, he actually went forward and is going to open up his store, and has long been overdue.
Because Fridays are always chill days. Valerie loves Fridays so much she's not coming anymore Fridays.
No, you could come until 2:30, you said.
Only today. Friday she's off.
Oh, Friday you're done. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll
You gotta
toast
love
some
when you walk in
margarita.
on a Monday morning and your crew says, I gotta tell you something.
Gotta
You
go back to work.
Oh, right. But it's a good thing. She's working the schedule out, and I'm really glad. She is an amazing producer. She has learned so much, and I'm glad that we've got her 4 to 5 days a week.
Well,
so.
she's going to be Valerie at the mall. We're going to actually put the VMix on your phone. You know, you can put it on your phone.
Oh, you can do interviews.
You can do the VMix and come right in here, right over the phone.
There
and the
you
malls
go.
have good Wi-Fi, so it should work.
What are your hours of working on Fridays?
I think Friday we're
So I'm thinking we can do like, she can be the reporter on, she can be like in the mall, in the whole crowd, and get the pulse of what's going on at the mall.
Actually, it may work in our
All right, so
actually
you're
it may
there.
work in our favor. So we'll hit the mall and you interview them on the phone, and we'll give them a bag of coffee as a prize. So we'll send somebody over the bags of coffee, and we can have some fun with this thing.
I haven't been in there since my daughter was little. They had some really cute clothes though back then,
Where?
back in the day. The store she works at.
I thought it was a mall
She works at a store in the mall.
in the mall here in.
You don't have girls, so you would not have
I went
any
in
idea
there.
what this
I went
store
in there.
is.
I went in there. I went in there.
She works in the sexy side.
I went in there.
That's true. You asked for an outfit.
I went one time and I went to buy a gift for somebody, and I got to hug every woman in the store because I
needed a
couldn't.
size, Valerie.
I didn't know what size women. What size is a woman in lingerie?
It depends on the woman.
That's what they said. They said, "What does she look like?" I said, "She don't look like you. She don't look like you." So the lady says, "If you hug me, can you tell me?" I said, "Absolutely."
The best thing about pink is they raise your size of voluptuousness just on the tag.
What does that mean?
It means they make you a little more voluptuous than you truly are.
What does that mean? I heard
It
it the
means
first
if
time.
you're a B, they say you're a C, and if you're a C, you might be a double D, and if you're a double D, you might be a G
There's a G.
or an H. You don't
There's
go
a
that
G?
big, right? Yeah, there's an H too.
First of all, I don't understand this thing
For
about.
holy cow.
I don't understand this thing about size.
A to whoop.
Because you could be a big woman with a double D's, and you could be a small woman with a double D's, and I'm gonna tell you, they're two different women.
Always. I know.
It's
One
how
bra
you
does not fit
carry
the
it.
same size. So
It's
do you
how-
measure women? And that's going to have to change now, right? You're all going to wear masks.
You measure women.
She doesn't work there.
I mean, you buy stuff.
So I've been told that the way things are going now, fitting rooms are closed. Bra fittings are no longer taking place. It's eyeballing it because we can't
Bra
touch.
fittings. They have bra fittings.
Yeah.
Freddie, oh, if only we could, in good taste, have Freddie do the eyeballing it.
I will say, I want you to try a little smaller.
Freddie's going to eyeball bra
It's-
sizes.
I never heard of eyeball. I never heard of fittings.
You
for
look and you
bras.
go, I think you're a double D.
Aren't all bras the same?
Something to scratch your head and go,
No?
No, they're not.
A double D is not a double D. It's maybe something else.
Yeah, but not everyone's a double D. So Freddie's going to do a segment. Freddie's eyeballing bra sizes now.
First of all, every woman must know their bra size. Yes, you know your bra size.
Not everyone knows their bra size.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I have had people come up to me. Oh, I need a bra fitting. Okay, what's your size? I have no idea.
When was the last time you wore a bra?
Every day.
I wear one every day.
Not you. This is what I would ask the person.
Oh. They
And
don't
then I
know,
was-
because sometimes the bras are so old, the tag, like the writing on the tag fades away, and you can't even tell what it is.
I know you're 32, or 34, or 36, or 38.
You can't remember your bra size. That's like
There's-
remembering your social security number.
Your
You can't
body
do that.
changes as you get older,
Right.
or younger, or you lose weight. You
Is
have
it?
children?
Let me ask you: is the bra size dictated by closeness to the ground? The closer to the ground,
Closer
the
to
bigger
the
the
ground
size.
you are, the probably the bigger you are. Yeah.
Oh,
Eyeballing. Can you just imagine doing a segment, Freddie goes, I think you're about a C. Nope, a D.
Don't go like this. Why are you going like
You
that?
need a number 32, 34,
So how do you
36.
measure a bra? You put the tape around?
So there's a tape measure, and you put it around. First, you start at the top of your chest, and you get the width of your back, and then you put it across the bust, and you get the width of how big the bust is.
So you get the width of the back minus. So, oh, I get it.
I
Wow,
don't-
36
there-
a whole
there
lot
is-
of skin.
There's math involved, but I don't do the math. It's hard to explain.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
I didn't realize all the math, but I know I'm
How do
between
you
the
buy
this
a
and
bra?
the
You
that.
guess? Oh, let me take this one home. Then
Well,
you
I
bring
know.
it back
I kind of know what size I am.
every day.
Most women have an idea
I have
of
an
what
idea.
they are, and that's where we start usually.
Now, is it advisable to buy a smaller bra?
No.
No, because then you got back fat, and there's nothing more
Back
unattractive
fat.
than back fat.
What the hell is that?
Am I right, ladies?
Is that the stuff that hangs out the back?
Back fat, yeah.
The bat wings.
And it hangs over the bra in the back, and you're like, yeah, not so sexy.
I didn't
So
know.
then you think you're better off not wearing a bra to release the back fat. But that would be, you have to be a smaller size woman.
What
to
about
not
those
wear-
tubular things that they put around them? Why can't you use that as a bra?
Strapless bra, you mean?
No, it's like this tube thing, like a halter. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't think that's how very supportive from, in
Supportive
my
what?
opinion.
Those are bandos. They're not.
They have them with cups.
They're not very supportive though.
And they're not
They're
very
meant
sexy.
to
yeah.
be used for like if you have like a top like what Dawn's wearing. You don't really want to wear. You don't want to see the straps,
Right.
but you want to be
Supportive.
comfortable or like for a sundress. They're meant to be.
Supportive. What is this?
They're
Supportive.
meant to be a little more seamless.
Now, they still do the metal in the bras?
The wires.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
That's
still
like a
have that?
MacGyver moment. If you're ever stuck in a room and you can like take the metal out and pickle off.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Women with
What is wrong with my mind today?
women
What
take
did you
out the
put in
metal
my
and
coffee?
use it as an
They
object
have,
of defense.
they have new inventions though. They have wireless bras that can be very supportive.
Wireless?
Interesting. We should do a
Wireless
segment on different bras.
Do you remember the famous Victoria's Secret bra that was filled with water? Pump it up. Remember those? No? Oh, in the day they sold it. It was like $500
Would
a
that
bra.
be something of interest if we do like how to buy a bra? Or that would be
I mean,
I'm
my,
interested.
my wheels were spinning this morning on Small Talk. I was thinking about for next week having
That's what I'm wondering.
a
And
show
should-
on my manager.
And should you, because we gotta go, your bra and your underwear, your panties,
Oh, don't get me started.
are
on
they
panties.
supposed to match?
Yes, but they don't have to. They
Because
do.
I could tell you, every
She
movie I
says,
saw,
don't
they
get
don't
her
match.
started on panties. Why?
There's too many different kinds.
So what?
And people have.
That's okay, you can wear different kinds.
Yeah, but
Now, granny versus, what's the other
a
stuff?
thong.
Thong?
There's nothing in the middle?
There's thong. There's cheekster. There's hipster. There's boy short. Then there's no show of each one.
The
Then
boy
it's
shorts
fun.
are kind of cool.
And why would anyone want something that showed? So shouldn't they all be no show?
Because specific, like, I personally can't wear the material of no
Yeah, I
show.
was gonna
There
say-
has to be like I can only wear cotton.
Why you can't wear it? You're
It's a
allergic?
girl thing.
I'm not gonna say that over air.
Oh, it's a
It's
girl
like the
thing.
bubble bath thing we talk about. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, right, so you need the cotton liners, and then they don't make those in the no-show. I know, it's a
But when you
thing.
want to have a fancy dress on, you need the no show so you don't see the lines.
Or you go
But
commando.
then they should match. Everything should match.
And
Like
why
if
is it called commando, by the way?
commando? Because oni. Because in the war they never wore underwear.
Really?
Yeah. Commando. I got to they here. Wait a minute. I got to adjust myself.
And yes, welcome to Monday morning at the cafe, everyone.
But hold it. And so it has to match the top with the bottom because every movie I watch is not matching. Not matchy matchy.
Are you sure? Most of the time it's black on black, which is matching.
You mean color?
Yes.
So the textures could be different.
Of course, it's the
Oh,
color.
I didn't know that. Oops.
Textures have to be, well, they don't have to be, but yeah, they would be.
So they should be the same color. So if you got a black and white, it doesn't. It's like breaking the rules.
From the guy's perspective.
Green and blue. Can
Look,
you imagine?
The good thing is that you're a grandpa, so like you can get away with saying things like the guys in there. They probably couldn't get away with as much saying what they say as
No,
what
I'm
you can
trying to
say.
think.
don't
I'm
even
trying
know
to think psychologically. If you're wearing unmatching underwear, what kind of individual?
Because
you
you're
dealing
actually
with?
being politically correct on this, where you would not be so on another topic, which is
I
pretty
am.
impressive.
No,
right, Teddy?
that's at 12 o'clock. No, but I want to know if you have unmatching clothing, interior clothing. Does that mean you're dealing with a certain type of person?
I mean, maybe they didn't do their laundry.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Or they're
I
bidding
will
on things
bet
on
you.
sale.
I will bet you $1 that I can prove that different underwear, top and bottom on a woman, there is a certain formula you can match. I've seen it. This is. I did the study at NYU. Look, I got his attention. True that. If she got a top and a bottom in color that do not match, you're dealing with a certain type of personality. If you have it where it does match, that's another type of personality. And if they are the same material, like lacy on both, on top and bottom,
They want something.
no. It's even a third.
Pretty
it's
much.
a third personality.
If you're lacy, matching sexy, pretty much you kind of know where that's
Sometimes a woman wants to feel sexy. You take strippers and stuff like that, they walk around matchy, not because they want
going.
anything.
Maybe not. Maybe they go commando.
No, they don't go commando. They are the essence
Of
of
sex
dress.
appeal.
Of sex appeal. The essence.
All right, well, happy Monday morning to you. Hope that got your, I won't say anything
How do
else.
you
Hope
enjoy
had
your
a good
coffee
morning.
now, baby?
Have a great morning, everyone. We got Small Talk coming to you at 10:30 with Valerie. We've got Fuego at
11:30.
11:30.
I thought we had Slick or somebody at 10. Don't we have a 10?
10:30.
Not on Monday? Just 10:30?
We got Small Talk
What
at
are we talking
10:30.
about in Small Talk? Yeah, never put the mic away till we're officially done.
So today on Small Talk, we have Miss Stacy Hoagland. She is president of the Autism Society. She's an advocate for autism. And this is touching near and dear to my heart because my sister's autistic, so it should be some fun.
Is your sister going to be joining you on VMix?
No, I didn't get that far, actually.
Well, you could. We can give you another code, and
I
you can
could.
do a whole conversation.
I don't know if she's up for it, though. I don't know if she's up.
She may not be up, is the question.
yeah, I
She
don't
may
know
still
if
be
she's up.
sleeping.
Oh, where's April?
Not up.
Not on? It's a long weekend, baby.
Have a great morning, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Wash your hands and try to wear a mask.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to reapply.